It's 6:03 on Tuesday morning, May 20th. 53 degrees now. Highs going up to the low 70s. Increasing clouds, cooler day. Good morning. I'm Michelle Basch.
And I'm John Aaron. The top local story we're following this hour, D.C. Delegate Eleanor Holmes Norton is calling for some big changes to the way military helicopters operate near Reagan National. Our Dan Ronan reports it comes in the aftermath of that January mid-air crash near the airport.
Norton wants the Department of Transportation to put new limits on military helicopter flights around the region, except only in certain emergencies and only involving the president and vice president. In a letter to Secretary Duffy, she said there should be no more helicopter rides for VIPs or unnecessary training in congested DCA airspace full of civilians. Norton also says she's concerned too many military helicopter flights are operating in the D.C. area without their ADS-B technology turned on. ADS-B technology allows other pilots to know in real time the location of aircraft that are flying near them. On the night of the January 29th mid-air collision, the Black Hawk helicopter's ADS-B unit was off. Dan Ronan, WTOP News.
Supporters of reparations in Maryland are planning their next moves after Governor Wes Moore vetoed a bill that would have created a commission to study potential slavery reparations across the state. WTOP's Nick Iannelli talked with one of the bill's sponsors who says he was shocked by the governor's move.
Reparations supporters are not happy with Governor Moore's veto. Maryland State Senator C. Anthony Muse, one of the lead supporters of the legislation, tells WTOP.
I, along with the entire Black Caucus, are very much hurt, and some are even offended.
Do you think it's going to cause damage to his political legacy?
I won't comment on that because I don't know, because it just happened.
In issuing the veto, Moore said that now is not the time for a study, that now is the time for, quote, continued action that delivers results for the people we serve. Muse says of that decision,
it left everyone just shocked. We expected him to have been on board.
The next step for supporters is to try to override the governor's veto. Muse says they do have the votes to get that done. Nick Iannelli, WTOP News.
One man is dead, another is hurt after being shot in Lanham. Prince George's County Police say that just after 8:30 last night, they found a man shot inside a store on Lanham-Severn Road. He was taken to a hospital where he died. Police say a second man who was injured in the same incident went to a hospital on his own. He's reportedly in critical condition. An investigation is now underway into the shooting, and police continue to search for a suspect.
Some parents in Loudoun County say a popular high school teacher was placed on leave last month with little explanation. And WTOP's Scott Gelman reports they're now asking Virginia's Attorney General to get involved.
They're asking Jason Miyares to investigate why Rockridge High School theater teacher Tony Simno Johnson was placed on leave. His office tells us they're reviewing the request.
CJ is being held to a higher and different standard than sports coaches, band directors, choir leaders.
Eric Sutton's daughter is in the theater program there. He says Simno Johnson told a student that if they didn't attend rehearsal, they'd lose their part in an upcoming show.
We basically were told that, a student had made this complaint, which was actually 3 or 4 weeks after the alleged incident.
The school district tells us they don't comment on personnel issues, but that their HR office operates with integrity. Sutton says they're escalating the issue because they didn't think he'd get a fair hearing from the county.
We believe the only way to do that is to pull in help from the Attorney General's office.
Scott Gelman, WTOP News.
Ellicott City and Bethesda both make a new survey of best places to live in the U.S. U.S. News and World Report bases the rankings on value, desirability, job market, and quality of life. Ellicott City came in at number 13, Bethesda 21. The best place to live in the U.S., Johns Creek, Georgia.
Coming up on WTOP in Money News, a big automaker plans to shift its focus from EVs. Traffic and weather in 30 seconds.